Okay, so we have completed HTML and CSS. So I have given you the basic overview training about HTML and CSS, and we have done two and more than two assignment uh, respective for HTML and CSS also. And also we have done one project that is also HTML and CSS project, that capstone project we have done. Okay, now our time is going towards the bootstrap. Actually, we will understand about what is bootstrap and how to use the different properties of bootstrap, different containers and different navbars and buttons, these things, forms and accordion. These are many pre-built templates available in the bootstrap, which we will use to build our website. Okay, so that's why we will talk about the bootstrap. So welcome to the bootstrap second section. So bootstrap is a very common framework that is used for mainly front end development. So we are making the front end, we are making the template and UI, front UI of the website. So for that only we will use the bootstrap. So bootstrap actually एक framework है, that is a framework. So you need to know about first what is framework. So framework is a actually you can say is a system which have many functionalities and which have many pre-built templates and codes available. So in software development field, when you will encounter any framework, that means framework, uh, you need to know that framework is already available, the some codes files, some servers related files, and some templates already available there. What you need to do, you need to do only use that code for making any website or any application, and on the basis of that you can easily do the work. Okay, so that's why bootstrap is like a framework where many codes are available and we will use that code. Okay, so what framework means, inversion of control, default behavior, and extensibility, modifiable framework code. So whichever I told you already, we have non-modifiable framework code. So that code we are already available. So some code we can modify, but some code that is already available we can't modify. And extensibility means we can extend the functionality of our app using the framework. And already default wherever we encounter with when we use the framework, and we can inversion of do the control. And a large part of Bootstrap is not memorization, but really understanding how to reference the documentation for your own use cases. So you can't need to learn or and remember the things. Okay, I already told you in HTML also you can't need to remember the HTML tags, and in CSS also you can't need to remember the things. In Bootstrap also you can't need to remember the every documentation. You just use that documentation. On the basis of that, you can understand how to use the Bootstrap. So this section will focus on common uses of Bootstrap. So let me show you the starting or introduction of Bootstrap. Actually, I want to give you the Bootstrap website introduction. Okay, so that we can start. Okay, let me go to the browser, and here I need to search the Bootstrap. So this is the website which is used for Bootstrap. So earlier we have Bootstrap version 4 that is vastly used by many developers. Bootstrap 4. Now we have advanced version of Bootstrap that is new, that is version 5.3. Okay, so in this version we have many new functionality available. So I will tell you about that. So it is saying we can build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap. Okay, and two-way you can install Bootstrap via package manager, that is npm install we are using. So that npm, actually this is the node package manager. So we are using this thing when we build website using any react.js or node.js framework. And directly if you want to use the Bootstrap in html file, you can use by including that cdn. These actually we need to include this URL into our HTML file. And this is the JavaScript URL. When you want to add the functionality of JavaScript using the Bootstrap, you need to include this script in your websites, in your HTML web page. And when you want to use the functionality of Bootstrap, buttons, navbars, and simple HTML functionality and CSS functionality, you need to include this URL into your websites. Okay. So let me show you some more things. This is not actually useful for us right now. Let me go further. Documentation. Okay. So this documentation is very important actually. So we will first learn about this documentation. Then after that we will learn how to add the buttons using uh, this Bootstrap in our web page. Okay. So for that I will tell you. But before that, I will tell you this about this documentation. So, so this is a help actually. They are providing how to include Bootstrap quickly in your project. So this step is telling create a new index.html file in your project code and include the this tag as well for proper responsive behavior. But I think this already available in our Atom text editor. Let me open our Atom text editor so that we can move further. Okay, so we have opened our text editor. Let me remove that extra files. And okay, now we have that project.html and thankyou.html. These are the files which are I have explained you. Okay, these are related to our project. So I think we have not any viewport here. Okay, so we have not. So let me delete this, and I will write here initial HTML. So this is our initial HTML in which we have language English and ITR and correct set. Okay. So let me explain you about this. So this actually this viewport, this is the meta name we used when we make website that is responsive. Responsive means responsive is the feature of any website so that you can render any website on laptop, desktop, and also on mobile. So responsive means the website which is available, which is uh, easily usable on different devices like tablet, mobile, and desktop. So that means we can say that website that is responsive. Okay, and you can include this link tag. Okay, when you want to include Bootstrap CSS functionality. Okay, so when you want to include Bootstrap CSS functionality, you need to include this link. You can see here this CSS link. So on the base of that, we can use the BSS CSS functionality of our Bootstrap. And when you need to use the JavaScript functionality of Bootstrap, you will include this script into your web application so that you can easily make a website which is using the Bootstrap features. Okay, and this is the extra JavaScript functionality. For that, I will discuss later. So basically, this is the important URL I need to include in my HTML file so that on the basis of that I can use the different properties. Okay. And this also have shown HTML doc 5, that is latest HTML we are using for making websites. And the meta we can add this, but right now I'm not adding any meta. Later we can add. Uh, right now I should add the one link only, this CSS link, because I will firstly tell you about the CSS functionality, how to use the CSS functionality. I will tell you another thing. You can directly download the Bootstrap in your local computer. Okay, you can directly download the Bootstrap and then you can use the source files. And now this is the content which is telling our CSS files. Okay, this is not important actually. This is not important for us right now, and you can learn about this by reading these different articles and about contents, JavaScript, Webpack, parcel. Right, these things are not useful for us right now, but you can read about this. So what we will use here, we'll use the different layouts actually. So first I will tell you about the component. Okay, so these are the component, many components we are available. So from component, let's say you want to use the accordion, so then you will encounter with complete code of accordion. Then you can include this code, and if that link already available in your website, this code will work accordingly like that. Like that you can make the accordion. Okay, so in every above the every code we have the UI available. Okay, on the basis of that you can use the different properties. Whenever you want to use flush like that, you can add this code in your website at particular position so that you can reflect this property. Okay, then navbar. So navbar, actually whenever we will make any website, in starting we will use the navbar. So this is the code which is available for different navbars. Okay, so you can use this code for different navbars. So I will use that also. Okay, first I am giving you overview about these things. Then one by one I will go for all these things. Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, let me search the button. Actually, where is the buttons available? We have this. Yeah. So from here you can use the different button tags, and you can see this is the button tag. Okay, directly you can use that. If you remove this class button primary, then Bootstrap functionality will not work. Okay, When you will add this button primary, button secondary, these CSS, then only you will reflect your button in the same format and same color. Okay. So let me tell you about this by making a complete websites project. So I started from first HTML, then let me remove this CSS also because we will not use this CSS, and let's save this and save this also, project.html. And thank you page, we do not need this. Let me delete. Okay, move to dress. Okay, here in this HTML file, we will first add the. So we have not Chrome browser. Let me open this. So I will tell you how to use the Bootstrap. Okay. So let me add the Bootstrap in our website. So I have already told you what I need to include. I need to include this link for using the CSS. This link I will use. Okay, let me copy this whole header so that we can easily use that Bootstrap head. Okay, let me replace this head. Okay, so now let's save it, and in the body tag I will write my HTML. So let me add the h1. So here h1 I am writing Bootstrap. Okay, and now let me save this, and you can see the result here. Let me copy this whole path. From here we can't copy. Let me open here. From here I can copy the full path. Okay, now let me open this here in our browser. Now you can see this Bootstrap is available. Okay, so let me comment this, and I will show you the difference. Okay, let I am commented this line that is included in the Bootstrap functionality. So after that you can see the different. So here you can see this is the simple as HTML h1. Okay, now I am adding the Bootstrap link and saved that. And now here you can see the different. So now we have Bootstrap that is uh, using the functionality of Bootstrap. Okay, and then let me do one more thing so that I can tell you the Bootstrap functionality. So here I'm adding one div. Okay, and I will give the class name here. So actually I want to give the class name container, that is Bootstrap class name. Okay, and here you will see one change. I am adding the h1 here. Okay, and in h1 here I am writing the techno crowd. Okay, now let me save this, and you can see the difference. Here we have techno crowd, but that is available in container. Okay, let me remove this. Now you can see this is not in container. Okay, so container is the container code, actually that is available in this link. I mean that is available on online server of Bootstrap, means that class CSS already available. because you can see here in the CSS file, I have not written any CSS, but here I am using the class name container. I have not included any CSS here. Okay, this is empty. So this class container, this is getting the CSS from where? From here, from Bootstrap. That is that CSS already available. So uh, we'll use the only class name, and after that we will reflect the same property in our web page. Okay, now you can see. So this thing I have already told you, and let me explain you one more thing about the Bootstrap. Let me told you. So we have many other things available also. You can go through this layout, this grid. You can use this content. There are many things available. Forms, you can uh, take the forms property from here. Okay. So I want you will explore this, and then you can understand. And I can show you one another thing. Let me s- check this example also. From here you can directly get the snippet and with along with code. Okay, and icons. So now Bootstrap also added this icons functionality. Earlier in Bootstrap 4, this functionality is not available. So we was downloading the icons from another website. Now Bootstrap is also providing the icon. That is very good thing. And from here you can download pre-built themes also. Okay. So there are many free and paid themes available. So you can download themes here and directly use in your website. Okay. So this is the part of our training, and this is the blog actually. This is telling you about the bootstrap things. That is articles that is available about the bootstrap. So this document, this is actually important one that we need to use. Okay. Okay. Let me do another one thing. So actually, I wanted to tell you about the button feature. So let me add one button here. Okay. So I will add one button. Then I will show you the difference. Okay. So let me remove this heading from here. And now I am adding the button here just below the H1 inside the div. Okay. So inside the div, I am using the button. So here you can write click, click. Okay. Now let me save this, and you can see. So this is the simple button, that is HTML button only. Okay. Whenever you want to design this button, so that look very attractive and very plain button. So you need to add here one thing, that what that class. Okay. So that thing I already told you in our HTML and CSS lesson. Now I am telling you how to use that directly, the button, bootstrap button. Okay. So for that you need to go to the website and you need to search the button. From here you can search the button. Okay. So which button you want to add? So this class button, actually I am adding the basic button. Okay. Let me copy this, and let me add this code here so that you can understand what is the difference in simple button and bootstrap button. Okay. Because here we have added the class button that is using the functionality of, that is using the CSS of bootstrap. Okay. Let me refresh this. Now you can see button have changed. This is the basic button. Okay. Whenever you click on it, you can see the functionality. Okay, so this is the button type. Let me uh, add the more fantastic code, actually good looking code from here, so that you can so the first is primary button, second is secondary. I'm adding the success. Okay, I'm adding the success button, so you can see the success button here. Let me add below this. Okay, now this button is containing the button success class, that is also bootstrap class. And now you can see we have the button directly. So actually, what is the motive of using the bootstrap? Time consumption. Actually, it is reducing the time consumption for making any website, and these things are available free of cost. So why we will not use this? So for reducing the time and for easily making the websites, we are using the bootstrap. Okay. So whenever you, if you will go to write the whole CSS and HTML, so then you will take the I think 2 and 3 months and more than that for making any web page, one web page, and one full website. But whenever you use the already available things like template and bootstrap button and these things, you will make the website very easily and in fast in one day only. Okay, so this is the actually importance of bootstrap. So okay, so I have told you how to use the button. And here also you can add the one more CSS that is related to bootstrap. So you can add here button and large, large or small. Okay, now you can see the difference. It will become the large. Okay, it become the large because we have added the button large. Okay, so this functionality you can use. So we are only giving the class name. We are not writing any CSS, but it is reflecting the design and all things. Okay, so this is the actually consuming things. We can reduce the time actually by using the bootstrap. Okay, so I want to tell you one more thing. Let me add one more button. Okay, let me add one more button. Which button I will add? Warning. Okay, let me add the warning button. So I can show you another features of button that is enabled and disabled. Okay, so let me write in warning. Let me reduce this large button feature and by save this, and you can see warning button is available here. And let me write one another feature that is disabled and enabled. Let me use add the disabled feature here and disabled. Okay, and save this. And now you can see this button is not clickable. Warning button is not clickable, but on success we can click. You can view the cursor by cursor. Okay, so this feature we are using for enabling and disabling any button on our website. Let's say I am giving you one example. Let's say we are making one real estate website. In that real estate website, one property is already sold. Let's say today one property that is listing and that is sold today. And after that, I want any customer cannot click on that button, buy button and contact button. So that we what thing we can do? We can go to the source code and we can add the disabled tag. So when we add the disable tag on that property, now this property anyone cannot click on that buy button on these things. Okay, so he can understand this property is already sold. So we are using these features actually. So let me tell you one more features, that is Jumbotron. Jumbotron actually, Jumbotron is the that is available in our Bootstrap. Jumbotron box. Let me search here. If it is not there, I will search on Google and I will find the Jumbotron. Accordion we have, so we have not Jumbotron here. Okay, so let me search here. Jumbotron. What is, yes, directly we are available here. Jumbotron. So you can use this. Okay, in Bootstrap 4 we have these things. Okay, so let me use that Bootstrap 4 so that you can easily I can show you. So this is the actually this is the code which is available. Okay, and this is will make this complete Jumbotron. Okay, so let me copy that code, and you can easily add this in your website. Okay, below that. So let me make this proper position. Okay, so this is the website actually. This is the Jumbotron, and let me save this, and you can see the difference here. You can see the result. You can see. So we have Jumbotron, but it is not in container. So I want this in container. So let me add another div here. Let me add the another div here, and I'm not giving. Yeah, I'm giving here CSS container. Okay, because I want this Jumbotron in container. Now you can see this information. Jumbotron means we have one heading, one paragraph, and some one another line also, paragraphs lines. Then we have button. So these things in the website we are telling this Jumbotron. Okay, so we have heading, we have information about that heading, then we have button. So okay, so this is the Jumbotron we are using, and I hope you have understood about this, how to use any uh, bootstrap code, okay, in your website. So this way we can use the bootstrap in any website, and you can add the any code, okay. And basically for this course, this bootstrap 4 is actually useful for making any website. Actually here you directly can get the different forms and these things available, okay, here. So we will use this website also, and we will use the new document website also, okay, this one, this one, okay. Okay, so let I am finishing this session here, and I will tell you about bootstrap forms, bootstrap navbars, and bootstrap grids in the coming session. Then we will do the one bootstrap project. After that, we can finish. So let me pause the